They'll be calling you a radical, so wait till you hear this. So I'm going to talk about the epic acute collapse that's going on in the Atlantic Ocean, especially Nova Scotia, as they finally come out and they've issued an emergency, what they call an acute emergency event on the collapse of all the wells. But this has been going on for the last 24 months, especially Nova Scotia. That area, all the creatures are washing out. I mean, really in a hardcore, fast, acute way. Now, it's on. Where are the activists up there? You know, can we get some videos? Do I have to start going to the Great Atlantic Genocide now? I mean, I guess I'm going to have to head out there. We need video. We need people documenting this. We need people, you know. So wait till you hear this one. It gets crazier by the moment. So some assholes arguing with the online, oh, I've been a fisher for 50 years in fucking Oregon. Yeah. You know, it's been collapsing for 50. The fuck it has. That is the fallacy. Look it up. I mean, you could show these people the numbers. Oh, they can't count it. They count every single salmon. Here's why they count every single salmon. We can't count anything else accurately. They count every one. Because salmon have to come home. They come home. They spent 5 years in the ocean, the Chinook. Still had one. They come home. Every fucking single salmon comes home. Up the rivers. They have sonar. Sonar is a very simple, easy technology. It's extremely accurate. It's recorded every day by multiple agencies. There's sonar by ODFW. There's sonar by WDFW. There's sonar by the Army Corps of Scumbag Engineers. They're incredibly accurate. Fishermen depend on it. I mean, it's a big deal. They're all over it. They record returns in 24. I can show you the data. Hello. All-time historic record returns in 2013, 14, 15, based on record escapement. Projected record returns in 2016 and 2017. You can show these fainting fucking goats. But wait till you hear this one. So if it's so fucking great, why did Congress just give the emergency fucking, all the fisheries, $200 million in the budget? You heard me, $200 million. You remember the senators filed for it in Oregon? Oregon, Wyden and fucking Merkel won't say nothing. They won't say nothing, but they'll say this. What's her name? Fuck. What a piece of work those two are up in Washington. It's pathetic. Alaska. I mean, it's unbelievable. Oh, fishing's great, but we filed for an emergency and we got it. 200, now, here it gets better. It gets better. The insanity goes on. NOAA, who's told me to my face multiple times. I walked the whole coast. NOAA's told me multiple times to my face. It's not our job to test for the ocean what's going on in Fukushima. Oh, really? So it's not their job to freaking watch for the collapse of the ocean. The National Oceanography. Guess who's going to divvy out the money on the bailout? NOAA. I mean, it's like Hesser's group says. It's like corporate freaking, which I call fuckdocracy, the economic nightmare here in the United States, fucking. He says it like this, and I love this line, by the way, science fiction economics, that's mine, but he says it, you capitalize the gains and socialize the losses. Heads they win, tails they win. Same philosophy with this. No, it's not our fucking job. Not our job to fucking even look and fucking test. And scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled, they're fucking stumped. They should be hung. Every one of these fuckers should be rounded up and fucking hung. These criminal derelicts. It's like academia. Fuck. Fucking. Somebody said it, they call it the high school model. What a disgrace to a high school. What a fucking joke. But when it comes to the money, oh, NOAA's got their hand. Oh, we're going to divvy it out. I thought it wasn't your job. I thought it wasn't your job. Fucking ocean. It's just all coincidences happen. And this is how ignorant, stupid the Oregon, Washington fishermen are. They're fucking pathetically dumb. I mean, it's unbelievable. Oh, it's been classified. No, it hasn't. Estimated returns in 2016 were 2.3 million on projection on the record escapement. Returns in this is just on the Columbia River alone. On the Columbia is the big one. They had returns of 1.337 million. In record 2015. They go to sea for 5 years. So something obviously happened. I mean, the acute collapse that's going on in the Atlantic is really radical and crazy. I mean, I've been watching it. You know, thinking other people would pick up the slack, but it's amazing to me how nobody picks up the slack. Nobody does shit. You know? I don't know. And if you haven't noticed, I am bombarded busy. I'm being attacked here in Utah like a maniac. I don't know. I mean, I live in a... If you only knew what I'm up against, what I'm up to. This is so corrupt here. The nuclear industry. I mean, it's like my uncle this morning. He called me and says, I want to talk to you. He's an ex-retired, big high brass. He has a chemical degree. He was a fighter pilot. He's one of the most famous, most decorated pilots in the history of the country. He said, Kevin, do you realize what you've got yourself into? He was stationed in Japan for a long, long time. And I says, yeah, I know what I got. He says, you realize how powerful who you're taking on is? You understand? I said, what the fuck are they going to do to me they haven't already did? He says, yeah, I just making sure you know who these fucking monsters are. These fuckers are powerful, evil fucking minds. I says, I know. But I mean, I just put faith, man. Before I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. There's a cute collapse going on. Fucking NOAA. Wow. I mean, this whole country should be ashamed of themselves. It's fucking disgusting. The whole country should be ashamed. I mean, one guy from Utah has to go. I mean, everybody arguing, oh, tide pools ain't dead. Yeah, I live right here. I just looked at me. I live in California. Okay, fuckhead. I walked from Mexico to, I mean, literally walked it all. Video content all over. I'm like, okay, here it is. I mean, the Monterey Aquarium used to make fun. They don't make fun of me now. I mean, I worked that so hard at low tide. Fell, cracked my head, hurt my arm. I don't think anybody has any clue what kind of work I do. I do the work of 100 people. More than 100 people. On such multiple dynamics. I mean, it's heartbreaking. I'm heartbroken. I got to tell you, I'm way past frustrated. I'm beyond. I don't know how I could keep going. You know, why don't you just quit? I've wanted to quit hundreds of times. I'm disgusted. I mean, don't you think this would be a major story? The ecology totally going into collapse. Wouldn't you think it'd be headline news all over? You know, it's just like this county commissioner attacks me. I mean, little in front of the Weber County Attorney's office. Witnesses it. The newspaper witnesses it. He's under investigation by the police for corruption. Yet, it's unbelievable. And there's no lawyers, nobody stands up for me. I was thinking about today. Full of AML. Remember, I did all this work. Full of AML leukemia. The survival rate is almost zero. Felt aortic valve. How the fuck am I even alive? I don't know. I mean, the angel's with me, boy. That's for damn sure. I mean, I just keep going. What's his name said there? He says, God, you're like a 24. I've never seen energy. I says, yeah. Cancer did that. When multiple doctors tell you you got 2 months to live, multiple doctors tell you you'll be dead. And I know the stats, and I'm in the bone marrow transplant, sucked up and I'm going through all that pain, watching everybody die around me, knowing the odds. I know the odds. You don't think that pushes me? You don't think that's pushed me? And I know, just because you hit the 5 year, that's just a number. I know better because I know a guy. The only other guy they know with Zuvo, it came back on him on 9. I mean, I haven't been able to relax really in 7 years. I mean, maybe I don't even know how anymore. The cancer did this to me. The leukemia did this to me. The pain itself and watching everybody die. And they did this to me. It's just got me so focused and so that I don't know. I want to relax. But I'm just so heartbroken over watching because I know I know more than anybody in the world on this. Why? Because I've ate, slept, drank it. And I physically have walked it and done it. Think about the traveling I've done. Think about the work I've done. Oh my God. Megan Rice trial. Freaking, I mean, all over the world. You know, I had a lot of money when I got sick. I had to fork it over. I was uninsured. You know, I rely on public donations. I've had to do this so leanly and so cleanly. I've learned a lot of things. I've learned how to live on very small money. I mean, fucking NOAA can kiss my fucking ass. Fucking creeps. So disgusted. Fucking, now the Atlantic's in acute. fuck? Wouldn't you think that'd be a major story? Although the whole fucking ecology of the fucking northern hemisphere is fucking just epically collapsing. North America's fucking coming apart. No one gives a fuck. You can't. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a sci-fi movie. Where's the mainstream media? Where's everybody? It's just the blob. Just the blob. Oh, fishing's been declined. No, it hasn't. You fucking liars. No, it hasn't. I can't believe nobody comes to my aid. Just like cancer. Fucking. You're on your own, man. Wow. I always thought that somebody would come along and I thought, help package this. You know, we put it together. Somebody was the resources. Where I always thought that. It's like fighting cancer. Just the way it is, I guess. What a fucking lonely war. And no one gives a fuck. Stay in tune.